and welcome to the Romanov Family Law channel. I am a family law specialist in San Francisco, and today I'm interviewing Ben Winslow, who is practicing personal injury. However, for 40 years he has been involved in family law, and I have 4 questions to ask him. Hi Ben, how are you doing?
Hi Deanna, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I am curious to know, what is the common reason in your experience in 40 years of doing family law? What are the common reasons that people get divorced?
Well, my experience has been that normally it's the woman who institutes family law proceedings for dissolution of marriage, and generally it's I think because of communication issues. Often my experience has been that the woman in a relationship has been trying to talk to her mate or her partner for many years about the problems, but with a real lack of communications. And often when she first raises the question and says, I'm actually moving out, that comes as a surprise to the partner, who should have known better long before it happened. And it's because people don't talk to one another.
That's interesting. So are you suggesting that therapy could help to resolve these communication issues?
Well, first of all, I think just communications between the parties. And since most people are not good at communicating, yeah, I think family therapy or couples therapy can often be helpful.
And can you give an example of communication issues that you feel that happened a lot, like a major communication breakdown or topic?
Well, I can give you an example of why people can't talk to one another or it's not effective. Often people don't have a sense of what the zone of privacy is that your partner has. For example, if I sit this far from you and talk to you, you can listen to me.
Yeah.
But if I get up this close to you, you tend to feel defensive and back off. So lots of times couples don't realize what this zone is. And so they get inside of the zone when they're angry or when they're having a discussion and their partner doesn't listen to them. So one thing you could try with your partner, even if you have a healthy relationship, is stand back and then say to your partner, when am I getting too close to you? And when they do this, you know for the rest of the time how you can talk to them without being threatening. So I think they would hear you better if you could do that.
And what do you think could prevent a divorce?
Well, I think that's a very complicated question. But again, I think communication is the big thing. I mean, you know, the issues often are money, how to raise the children. You know, there's a myriad of issues that can come up, and a lot of time couples just don't talk about them, and they just fester. And you know, mostly I think talking about things with your partner is important. If you do that, I think you're a lot less likely to end up seeing you.
Yeah, you know, actually people come to me and they ask for prenuptial agreement, and then it turns out they never talked about money, for example.
Well, I think that's quite common. People often get married and they've never talked about money or, you know, their in-laws or any of those issues.
Exactly, and sometimes they had wives coming in and they were married for 26 years and they never seen their husband's bank accounts.
I think that's true, yeah.
It was amazing. So you think that communication is the biggest preventer and deal breaker for divorce?
I think so, yeah. You'll notice, I'm sure you have in your practice, I noticed in mine, people come in and then you almost always become like the therapist. If they're both there, you're trying to get them to talk to one another, and it's obvious they don't know how to talk to one another, and which is, you know, often the main reason they're seeing you.
Have you had cases where people reconciled because they were able to communicate with each other?
Yes. My practice normally was to tell people that before they instituted proceedings to dissolve their marriage, they ought to try to resolve it by going to a therapist. And then I would always explain to them the economic ramifications of getting a divorce. For example, if you're living in a beautiful home now, think about a one-bedroom apartment when you sell the house.
Yeah.
And lots of times when people realize what dissolution actually means economically, it causes them to reconsider it and think about it.
And how many, if I may ask you, if you remember, how many times did you have clients that reconciled?
Oh, I don't know a number, but a lot of them. I think a lot of them people, when they actually sit down and look at the economic factors and what it may do to their children and their relationships with other people, they decide to give it another try. I wouldn't say it's a high proportion, but significant.
That's interesting. And I'm curious to know what was the interest, why you entered divorce law. I have been talking to a lot of attorneys, and whenever I say I'm a divorce lawyer, they're like, "Oh, you're a divorce attorney? God, how can you handle this? This is pretty emotional." And I'm curious, how come you were involved in divorces so long?
Well, I think something you just alluded to. Not everybody can do it. I always thought that I was good at helping people. A good family law attorney almost does feel as good when he or she saves a marriage as when they end up ending one. And oftentimes, by just talking to your client and telling them they ought to take another chance at their relationship, or helping people to see what the issues are, you save a marriage. Or I think I did a lot of good because often I would get mostly it would be men in this situation, and if the wife had been the one to leave them, they would be unhappy about paying alimony and child support. And I would tell them, well, you're reasonable to argue about how much you might want to pay your wife, but you're going to have to pay. And if you don't want to pay child support, I won't represent you, because anybody that doesn't want to pay child support, I don't really respect. And I think a lot of them came to pay it because I said that to them, because I think it's a moral responsibility to support your children. So I think attorneys can do a lot of good that way to make a dissolution of marriage calmer and easier for people, and B, to help out maybe the party in the relationship that needs economic help that otherwise wouldn't get it because one of the parties is being vengeful or nasty. And a lot of attorneys, I feel, make the mistake of enabling that kind of behavior as opposed to just saying, I won't tolerate that. So, I think that's one of the really good things you do that people don't realize that attorneys are doing often.
And actually, it leads me to my very, very important question. Did you feel that you made a difference in some people's life in the divorce proceeding on a particular case? And could you give an example other than that you just said, which I feel it resonates with me a lot?
Well, there are people that I discouraged from getting a dissolution who stayed together and have been clients of mine for other things, and they're still married many years later. Oftentimes the desire to want to end your marriage is situational. It could be economic issues, it could be one of the partners has an affair, it could be illnesses, and if you can help people get through that period of time, oftentimes it can help them save their marriage. And I've numerous clients that I know of that I kind of help get through it that way. I mean, ultimately it's the hard work they do. And then also, I think a good family law attorney knows some good therapists and some people who are good at helping people. And lots of times people resist getting therapy. And if you know somebody good and you can encourage them to go there, I think you can save a marriage often.
I agree with that. I really admire your experience, Ben. I have been watching you for many, many years, and your wisdom and kindness and compassion that you have towards clients. I appreciate your wisdom and sharing it here with us. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. I hope it was very helpful. If you liked the video, please click like, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Diana Romanov, and I am a family law attorney and family law specialist in San Francisco. Today I have Ben Winslow, personal injury attorney who practices, obviously, personal injury. Cut. Let's do another one.
Okay.